Well, thanks everyone for coming along this morning. It's an exciting day for the Melbourne Storm, announcing that Craig Bellamy, our senior coach, will go on in 2025 and continue to be our head coach for another season. He'll enter his 23rd season as Melbourne Storm coach, having started here in 2003, coached over 550 games, an absolute legend of the game, and in our opinion the greatest coach, not just in the NRL now, but the greatest coach of all time. And we're extremely excited across the club, from the board, the executive, right through to the players and the staff, to have Craig on board for another year. Craig, congratulations and thanks for signing on again.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Thank you.
What keeps the fire burning?
Sometimes it probably isn't burning that much, but you go through different stages during the year, but also year to year. But the main reason I'm staying on is the people in the club at the moment. Right from the top, right through to the players, coaching staff. We've got a whole heap of really good people here at the moment. They're obviously good at what they do as well, but right from Matt Tripp at the top, our chairman, they're all really good people, decent people, but they really care about what our club's about. And I think I could say that same thing about our players and the footy staff as well. So that's the thing that encouraged me to stay on.
Seems to be a bit of a tradition about this time of year, similar press conference. Should we expect it again next year?
Not quite sure of that, but anyway, I haven't seen you here before. I can't remember, but anyway, I've still got a contract there that each year I can sort of go into a part-time role or keep the full-time role. So I've probably been using it up a little bit the last couple of years, but I'm just happy to still be here and really enjoying it, to be quite honest. As I said, we've got really good people in all parts of the organisation, and I'm really enjoying working with the players as well. I think we've got a pretty talented group this year, but as I said, the good part about them, they work really hard because they really care about what we're about, and they care for their teammates.
You said last year, I think Cam Munster came and had a chat to you. That was a big part of it. Well, he didn't come again, did he?
No, he did actually come about 2 weeks ago. So that was his usual visit. But a couple of the other senior players spoke to me as well, and I wanted to make sure that they were happy for me to stay on as well. Sometimes you can probably wear a bit thin, and obviously I'm getting to the older age bracket too, so some of the things these days that happen a little bit modern for me, so I've still got a bit of old school in me, but they come in and encouraged me to go on, so that was obviously a real big part of making the decision that I've made.
Just sitting, on top of the ladder or second spot, make it a bit easier as well,
Yeah, that's probably a good point too, Mel. If we'd been down the other end of the table, I don't know, but that wasn't an overly important part of the decision. It was just, as I said, I got really good people right from the top, right through the whole organisation, and Justin and Matt have been doing a great job, running our club, and the footy staff and the players. Like I say, they're really good people, really care about what we're about, and that was the main part of the decision for me. With all due respect, I sort of think of what am I going to do if I'm not doing this? So. But as I said, it's a really enjoyable place to be at the moment, and because of the quality of people we've got in our club.
What do you think this current team is capable of? Do you feel like you've added a couple of strings to the bow in terms of going all the way this year?
Again, we're not going to look at where we're not going to think about September yet. We're just thinking about today's training session, getting ready for tomorrow, so that's the same every week. But we know, we've brought some young guys in, and, they've done a really good job for us. Obviously, we get a chance to see a couple of other young blokes, this week. Obviously, we've got a couple of injuries, so Yeah, like I say, it's always interesting to see that those guys come in and how they handle it, but really confident they'll do a good job for us.
It seems like the decision came a bit easier this year than it has in the past. Like you've obviously, I think I've only asked you once what you were doing.
I don't know whether it's come any easier, but sort of, I made the decision at the end of last week. There's a few things happening early in the week that, stopped from making that decision then. But like I say, we're just happy that, it's all over and done with now. I'm sure Justin's sort of, relieved that the decision's made anyway, whichever way it was going to go. And like I say, now we can, just get on with it.
There's a hungry shark side.
So again, mate?
Hungry Sharks side tomorrow, hoping to prove a little bit. That the draw, they're better than the draw, and they really want to get a win to prove their medal.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I think they, all teams look to win every week, so that's the sort of competition it is, and they're obviously sitting on top of the competition table. So at the end of the day, we're the same. We're up around it, and we want to play well and play well at home for our home fans, and hopefully we can perform well and perhaps get the job done. As I said, they've been playing really well this year, and they are sitting on top of the comp, so we know it's going to be a tough game. We'll need to be ready for it.
Excited about Zua having his first start at fullback. I imagine Nico's probably going to put a bit of pressure on him with his kicking game.
Yeah. Again, he will, without a doubt. But we've got all the confidence in the world in Zua, especially under the high ball and that. He was brought up in Victoria playing AFL, I think. So hopefully he'll be good under the high balls.
And obviously with Wishy starting in the halves, does that sort of change? I think someone was saying, anyway, I've lost my train of thought, but in terms of Munster having to step up a little bit more, I guess, it was Harry, maybe calling the shots a bit more.
We don't want Munster doing too much to him or changing his game. He's obviously one of the elite players in the competition, so we just want him doing what he does well. We know Tyron will come in there and he'll do a little bit of that organising. Obviously, he won't be used to the players around him as much as Husey is, but he's got certain strengths of his game that we'll want him to express when he gets out there. And like I say, we just want everyone to just do their job the best they can, and then see where that takes us.
Craig, Justin, it's a bit of talk about the big anger in the media recently. Any comments about his potential? No,
not really. At the end of the day, I spoke to Vida a month ago, 5 weeks ago, nothing come of that, so yeah.
He hasn't been in contact with his management team or anything. He sounded like he wanted to come for the right reasons, to work in this strong system.
As I said, I spoke to him about a month ago and haven't heard anything from that. So.